Hey guys, what's up? Daniel Channel 57 here. And today, we're gonna try something a little different. Something I've been wanting to try my hand at for a while, which is a Let's Play series. And what better place to start than a game that holds a lot of nostalgic value to me since I played a lot as a kid, Railroad Tycoon 3. Now, like I just mentioned, this game means a whole lot to me. I played this a lot ever since I got this for my 10th birthday back in 2004. And I played it a lot as a kid, and and this is the first time we're going to be playing this. It's like in many years, and we're gonna do this, the whole campaign, basically. One video for one scenario, so here we go. We're gonna click new campaign here. Oh, and just a little heads up, this is unscripted, so if you guys hear rambling or long pauses before I speak nonsense, that's the reason why. And also, in advance, this video is going to be edited somewhat, so I'm going to show only the relevant parts. At least what I think is relevant, so without further ado, let's begin. We're on new campaign, and let's click easy, and here we go.
Well, hello there. It's right good to see you. The museum's supposed to be closed today, but I guess it's okay if you look around. I was down in the boiler room fixing that darn contraption again. Can't complain, though. That's why they keep me around here. Seems I'm one of the few geezers left that know anything about this old stuff. I thought I'd come upstairs and see who was here. Guess I ain't gonna get a nap with you around. Oh, I'm just funning you now. Right glad for the company, actually. What? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess you're looking at all them highfalutin display cases. They tell a story of some pretty influential people from the old days. Powerful industrialists they call tycoons. Right pretty name for the bad ones. Reckon it ain't good enough for the honorable ones. They were all men of action, though. Changed the world, they did. But they all started off same as regular folks like you and me. Oh, you think you could build an empire of your own if you'd gotten started in them days? Well, why don't you give it a try, then? Click on that first display case on the left there and get started. They don't bite. Go ahead.
Okay, so in this campaign, we start off in this museum, and this old geezer here just yapping away. And over here is the American section. And over here is the European section.
I think you're getting ahead of yourself. Oh, you can try one of these scenarios if you like.
European section.
Might find it a sight easier.
And over here is what's called the world section that's outside of America and Europe.
Sign shaped like a left arrow.
And over here is what's called the future section, has probably one of the weirdest interpretations of the far future I've ever seen. It's even by 2000 standards. So
don't listen to them voices in your head there, buddy.
Shut up, old man.
If you select a display case, it'll help you concentrate.
Anyways, as I was saying, we're going to go all the way from America, which has 5 scenarios, all the way up to here. So yeah, it's going to be quite a ride. Anyways, let's go back to American section. And before we get started, I got something to show you.
Don't touch that. You'll leave a mark. Try a display case instead.
Over in this fan.
All right, that'll do, Mr. McFeely. Now leave the fans alone. Dadgummit, I said leave them be. Hey, no habla inglés? Get your groper nasties off those fans.
That never gets old there. I'm not going to lie, this was one of those adult jokes that flew over my head as a kid. But me and my brother actually imitated that line a couple times.
That blank stare reminds me of my cousin Bubba. He had that there
Shut up, old fart.
Too. Now wake up and get moving.
Anyways, as I was saying before, the old man rudely erupted. Me and my brother actually imitated that line, and my parents got onto us when we were actually talked to us about it. Said we shouldn't have said that. As an adult now, I can see why. And the old man just fell asleep, so let's get started with our first scenario. Go west.
This here's about the American West. Well, west of New York City anyhow. You see, the nation hadn't been able to use much of the land west of the Appalachian Mountains because it was just too difficult to move goods to and from those markets. Now, the trains changed all that. Now, the nation had a quick and reliable form of transportation. Go west, the man said. And so they did, by the trainload.
The Erie Canal opened the Great Lakes and the interior of the United States to markets in the East Coast in 1825. 15 years have passed and demand for the burgeoning interior is growing rapidly. You've been given a charter to connect the industrial East Coast to the blossoming Midwest. Bronze, connect Boston to Buffalo before 1866, silver, or 61, and for gold, connect Boston to Buffalo before 1856. Special conditions: you cannot build unconnected track, and you cannot resign nor be removed as chair from your company. Okay. Okay. So our objective is to connect Boston over here all the way to Buffalo at the other end. Sounds simple enough. So and this is actually a pretty easy one. We're gonna go for gold here, and it's actually pretty easy. So that's what we're gonna do. But let's not drag this out. Let's start a new company. Gateway Eastern. Look through logos here. So here's my favorite for this scenario, because we're on the East Coast, and it reminds me of the Pennsylvania Railroad, which legendary Eastern Railroad. So for this, I'm going to call this the Boston and Western. So why the heck not? It sounds like a real railroad. Got our company ready to go. Now let's start building track. And just a little heads up, setting here to hide the trees where I'm building track. Did that to make it easier to see what I'm doing when I'm building track. And all those little numbers here, that's the gradient of the track. Shouldn't I like to try to keep my grades easy when I'm building tracks? Easier on my trains. I like to keep my grades to a maximum of 8%. So for our first destination, we're connecting Boston to Worcester. Our track down, now let's build stations. Move a couple of houses here so for the station. Yes, I am that heartless. I just made some people homeless. But I don't care! Build a station here, medium size. Don't know what that beep was for, but oh well. Water tower. Maintenance depot. And a little tip here. So make sure you don't place your water towers and your maintenance depots too close together, because if a train should fill up on water and need to go into the depot first, it would go in at such an agonizing crawl if it was this close. But anyways, all that said, let's get our first train going. Ah! Stupid mouse. Maximum carload with a caboose. Apply to all. Normal. Let's see. First train. come up on board, Chester. Okay, now let's get a second train. Okay, I'm just gonna put on very fast, see how my performance does. New York Western, got a rival company, let's see. Oh, and another one, in very close proximity to one another, no less. Okay, I'm gonna borrow some money, and then we're gonna continue on. $2,000 on normal, so just connect spring. Water tower. So, and another little tip here, be careful what type of, on the grades you put your maintenance depots at. Because in some places, if you build the maintenance depot, it'll make your grade far steeper than it was before, and that really does not do your train any favors. So be careful what sort of grades you put your maintenance depots on. Oh yeah, ledger here. So don't care. Normally I don't care about using ledgers. It depends on the scenario, but in this case, I don't have to worry about it since my goal here is pretty simple. That said, let's reroute our trains. Then once our train next reaches Poughkeepsie, we'll get a third one. And since this one is closer at Worcester, we're gonna follow this one. You know what? I'm very fast. I don't know if you can tell, but it's not a very good hill climber, but I tried. Even though I try to keep my grades as steady as possible, sometimes it doesn't help. Stopping up for a little lubrication and some oil. Your company has been given an ominous donation of $100,000. Seems someone wants you to succeed. Thank you. Here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on fast and we'll... Oh, almost forgot my third train. There we go. Put super fast and see how my performance does. Economy forecast. Growing prosperity. Well, that's nice. Okay, so March 1842, I'm going to continue on. Next stop, Hartford. And I'm going to be using stone bridges to go across the river here since, even though they are more expensive, they allow for faster speeds. And they can't accommodate double tracks unlike the wooden bridges. Okay, so connected Hartford. Station. What if follow this one here too. Come up on Hartford and now get another train. Alright. Put on fast forward here. Just let it run by itself and see how my performance goes. Ooh. Credit rating. Borrow more money and then we'll normal here, so we'll continue on. And it's nighttime. As y'all can tell. Next stop, Bridgeport. Closer. Or I'm just gonna go to Poughkeepsie. Sure, the train's a little more difficult, but it's a lot more direct, and I prefer to be direct with my... Going by someone's house here, so good luck sleeping every night from now on, whoever lives there. Doing good. Good, not too steep. Ooh, steep cliffside. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. Now we're talking. Shut up. Leave me alone. $11 and 12%, but in this case, I can't really help it. All stations. This is a small town. Okay, so we're gonna have to put a second water tower in a second. Here we go. Pause. Reroute our trains. Boom times ahead. Yeah, the further you go, the more tedious rerouting your trains get. Follow this one. Hartford and then... Yeah, it's super stupid. Speed things up a bit here. Maybe I should have went to Bridgeport in hindsight. Economic boom fading, what a shame. Another train, and then let it go for now. New locomotive, Baldwin 060. You know what? I'm gonna replace it. Replace the new one with. Let it go for now. Well, it does appear to be faster than the Norris. Probably a better hill climber, I hope. No, I'm just gonna let this go for now and then fast forward. Air Cruise, 200K, is offering $200,000 to the first railroad that gets there. Well, it's on our route, so they're in luck. Draw some money here, and then we'll continue on. Okay. The economy's slowing. Station at Albany. Okay, pause. Oh, don't want pause. Want that. There we go. Remember the Alamo. Speed things up a bit here. Going over the bridge. Train 2 has broken down. That was weird. Okay, time to get a new train. Use some glass time. Let this go for a bit and then we'll continue on. So next stop, Utisha, I think that's how you pronounce it. Oh boy, this is gonna be stupid. Some DZ. Yeah, I usually like to keep my grades at a maximum of 8%, but that's not always possible, like here. Okay, things are starting to level off a bit here. Oh boy, I'm in the red now. Just wait for my funds to build back up and then we'll continue on to Utisha. America and Mexico. Probably should have said something about that, but this is unscripted, so what am I gonna do? Ah, dang it. Just a little more. Here we go. Now we're getting back on track. No pun intended. Now we're at Utitia. Now we're reroute trains to... Speed things up a bit here. Ooh, nice payload. Just speed this up a bit. Yeah, kind of a roller coaster here, isn't it? Despite my best efforts to keep the grades down. No. No! Ooh, larger cars. Twice the payload. Let this go for a bit, let my funds raise up and before we move on to Syracuse. With more powerful locomotives these days, railroads have switched from 10-ton cars to 20-ton cars. Locomotives used to be able to haul 6 older cars at 30 miles an hour, can only hold 3 newer cars at that speed. Consider reducing the number of your cars on train haul or upgrading your old locomotives. The good news is that increased factory output means that railroads will be able to ship many cars as before, even though the new cars are bigger. The bad news is that heavy competition prevents anyone from raising prices to offset the larger loads being hauled. I'm gonna replace my locomotives with faster ones. That ought to do it. Let's get Bill into Syracuse. And collect my $200,000. Syracuse. Now let's build a new station. Right here ought to do it. Good. Collected my $200,000 in bonus. So I think we're good. Water tower. Shed. Now let's reroute my trains to Syracuse and then we'll... Speed things up a bit here. It's July 1850. I gotta check my goals. 1856. So we've only got one more town to go before we get to Buffalo. Care. Let's see, we're almost to Syracuse. Hey, now to get a new train. Ooh, full passenger train. Okay, I'll let this play out for a little bit on its own, and then I'll continue on. Now I forecast growing prosperity. Okay, I'm thinking we'll borrow some more money, and then we'll continue on to Rochester, which... last stop before Buffalo. Normal. Boom time's ahead. Okay, almost to Rochester. Pause here and I'll reroute the trains. and to Rochester. The trains. Let this go for a bit and see how my performance does. Then we'll continue on. Cornwall has offered a $100,000 bonus to first hero to connect it. Nope. Stay in the course. No, not when I'm this close to completing my objective. You know what? I think I got plenty of money to complete the final push all the way to Buffalo. I'm just gonna go for it. And just like that, was mission accomplished. Success of this kind is worthy of the gold. What you get every time you complete a scenario. Now, like I said, it's pretty hard to fail this one. So it's pretty easy for me to get gold. So easiest one to start with. So click OK. Do you wish to keep playing this current scenario? So I'm just gonna click no.
Great job. Don't know if I could have done better myself. Now, with that important link in place, I do believe there's a tidal wave of folks getting ready to follow the railroad west into America's newly opened heartland.
Okay, so every time we complete a scenario, you get a medal that goes on the display case here. So that's going to be it for this Let's Play. So tune in next time for when we take a look at Germantown, USA.
Now, you're making me right sleepy standing there like that. We got enough statues in here. Click on a display case now and let's get started.
Double, man. As I was saying, tune in next time for when we take a look at Germantown, USA.